Hello everybody, welcome back to this gloomy day out here in the southern Arizona desert outside of Tucson. Today we are looking at the brand new Intellifire trigger from Tyrant CNC. First of its kind. This is a stainless steel trigger with an aluminum trigger blade, much like a Glock safety trigger. So let's get into it. You really didn't think I was going to let you go without an epic shooting montage, did you? Now, it should be fair to note that I am an affiliate of Tyrant CNC. It's been a recent thing in the last couple months, I guess, maybe. And I have done some other things with Tyrant CNC before. Most notably, the Sig P320 Extreme Tyrant CNC makeover that I did some time back. I will link that video in a card here or something like that. But Tyrant makes some pretty cool stuff for Sig products. And in this case, on the 320, it's their flat-faced or their stainless steel flat-faced trigger, and it did wonders for an otherwise crappy trigger, in my opinion. So Tyrant has done it again, this time with the P365. This is what they call their Intellifire trigger, and anything that can help a Sig trigger out is much welcomed. So let's get into this one. So let's start out with, this is just a trigger shoe. It's just a trigger, the lever replacement. It has nothing to do with the trigger bars, springs, connectors, things like that. It is made of CNC milled stainless steel with an aluminum trigger shoe. That is this safety shoe right here. The shoe connects with the frame up here, the frame opening, so that you cannot pull the trigger without pushing this detent, without pushing the trigger dongle. Now, it is also a flat face trigger design, which helps with leverage, consistency of leverage. It also claims a 30% reduction in pre-travel, meaning from here to the wall, a 30% reduction. And I'll tell you that I have shot this pistol once before with the standard stamped steel curved trigger and thought it was okay. Thought it was better than the 320 trigger for sure. But it is definitely a shorter press to the wall. So I do know that they're going to have some color combinations with that trigger blade and the black lever shoe portion. I don't know exactly all those color combinations, but I'm sure there's going to be like a red, gold, blue, the standard colors that Tyrant CNC normally uses. It does fit all the grip modules and all the variations of the P365. So for the trigger pull, let's, again, that 30% less take up, which is very noticeable. Nice leverage for the trigger pull, and a fairly standard, maybe a little bit improved reset. Not the feel of the reset, but the travel of the reset may be slightly improved. If you happen to like Glock triggers, which I think Glock triggers are just fine, they're not the best out there, obviously, but I think for a trigger, two of the benefits of a Glock trigger is predictability, so that they have a definite stopping point for the wall, a definite break, and a very forced, tactile, and audible reset. And this trigger, in my opinion, not just improves the trigger pull, the take up, and all that, helps to improve the break because of the leverage of the flat face trigger design, but it really gives it more of a familiar feel for me when it comes to me being a Glock guy. All right, so enough with the specifications. I have not shot this yet. I have sort of proven function here on camera and messing around with it at home, sort of breaking it in a little bit. It was a little stiff when I first put it in, but it seems to be okay now. MagTech 115 grain. This is a mixture of their steel case and their polished steel case and standard brass. Let's get into it. First shots, 12 rounds. Yeah, buddy. It is definitely taken a otherwise ho-hum trigger that I think Sig triggers are and made it nicer. Let's do 12 more. Unfortunately, with there being essentially zero sun, there really isn't a good way to do this, but I'm going to try and give you the best look I can at the trigger press. So this does have a 90-degree break, unlike the standard stamp steel curve trigger, which is very nice. Nice reset, and that leverage with the flat trigger definitely gives it a better trigger pull. Yes. You really didn't think I was going to let you go without an epic shooting montage, did you? Definitely makes this 365 more enjoyable to shoot. Again, I thought that the 365 had a little bit better trigger than the 320, but I thought there was still a ton of room for improvement, and I think this gives you that improvement without actually messing with the OE internal connectors and reliability of that. So super cool addition, in my opinion, to a 365. All right, so it has now started raining, so time to end this. Thank you to Tyrant CNC for sending this out to me. It has been a joy to use and try out. For longevity, I think that at this point, I have no reason to think it's not going to last a good long time. For improvement, A+, definitely an A+ improvement into this 365. Thank you guys out there for watching. Thank you for all your support. I will leave a way for you guys to find this. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you can do so by becoming a member of the channel. Of course, hitting like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get more notifications from me or more videos from me. You can also become a member of the email list. You get the new videos that I put out emailed directly to you, as well as deals and sales that I find throughout the week. How often you get it depends on how often I put videos out and how often I find deals and sales. So don't forget to check your spam folder just in case it comes through into there. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you again to Tyrant CNC for another very cool, very useful product. We'll talk to you later. All right, so it has started raining, but thank you to, holy crap, look at all that water.